This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com live here with a daily combat sports news update. Just got back from my late night run. Weather actually is not too bad tonight out here in Canada. The snow is melting, the snow that we had last week. So this is enjoyable. Hopefully it can hold off for another week before I leave for my United States interview trip, where I'll be covering the SWE Fury December 12th event in Texas and the North American Wrestling Alliance December 19th event in Daytona Beach, among other things. NXT had more viewers than AEW last week. The numbers were late coming out because of American Thanksgiving. NXT averaged 712,000 viewers to Dynamite had 710. So they only beat them by 2,000 viewers, but AEW still won the ratings. AEW had a 0.26. NXT had a 0.2. So everyone that keeps saying that AEW is so great, they started in the 0.6s and now they're back in the 0.2s. And whatever happened to a few weeks ago, them saying they were going to change the business, and then the announcement ended up being Shaq is apparently coming. The guy that probably was at his popularity peak in the mid-90s. And we haven't heard anything about it since. It reminds me of when they had Mike Tyson in and they had the little angle where they tried to copy the Austin Tyson thing with Jericho and Tyson. But before they did that, Mike Tyson was yawning during one of the matches. And then pictures came out of Jericho and Tyson being buddy-buddy backstage. But we never heard anything further about Tyson and AEW, and he's now indicated that he's going to do another exhibition fight, maybe against Evander Holyfield. They've talked about it. They haven't been able to work out the deal yet. Both sides haven't come to an agreement, but he's definitely going to fight again. In other fighting news, Dana White says he's going to be meeting Khabib in Abu Dhabi in January. Maybe he's going to try and convince him to return. Devon Dudley, who I guess has been a WWE producer for the past couple of years. He's a WWE Hall of Famer. No offense to Devon, but how is Devon in there before Sid? That doesn't make much sense. But anyways, he's reportedly going through health issues. Sorry to hear about that. I posted an Arn Anderson shoot in full earlier today that John Paz posted from the two-man power trip of wrestling, Taskmaster Talks and Talking Tough podcast. John is the one that produced that interview. Comment here from Brianna. Of course, Mike will fight again. Where else is a washed-up fighter going to make $10 million? She watched Tyson Jones on YouTube, and it was the worst fight she's ever seen. A hug fest. Well, as a guy that's been in a lot of fights, I don't hold it against Roy Jones Jr. for hugging Mike Tyson to avoid getting hit. It might not have been the most exciting to the fans, but that's what you got to do.